Welcome to VMworld 2014. VMware's vCloud Automation Center enables governed self-provisioning of virtual machines to the cloud. Automated deployment is great, but why not automate provisioning of data protection at the same time? With EMC Data Protection for the vCloud Automation Center, you can. Before we get to the details, let's start with a quick overview of the vCloud Automation Center. First, our admin user, Virtualization Victor, creates and publishes a blueprint for the provisioning of a virtual machine to the cloud. Then, Application Annie consumes the blueprint to self-provision her own VM. First, we'll see what it looks like without data protection. Let's watch as Victor creates a blueprint for self-provisioning an unprotected Linux web server to our vSphere infrastructure. This blueprint will clone its web servers from a Linux web server template in the vSphere. While creating the blueprint, Victor can enforce rules around various aspects of the provisioning, such as VM resources or even the Day 2 management actions available to the VM's owner. Once the blueprint has been configured, Victor publishes it to the service catalog where it can be consumed by end users such as Annie. And now, let's watch Application Annie as she self-provisions a web server. She browses the catalog of published services to find the one she wants. Once Annie has submitted her request, she can monitor the progress of her provisioning via the Requests tab. And when her request has been completed, she can manage her web server from the Deployed Items tab. And now, let's do it again with EMC Data Protection. Let's watch as Victor creates another blueprint for a web server, but this time with data protection services baked in. Everything will look pretty much the same. We're still going to clone the same template, but this time Victor selects the EMC Data Protection build profile on the Blueprint Properties tab, and that's it. Once the blueprint has been published, Annie can self-provision another web server, but this time she'll be required to provision data protection at the same time. When she submits her request, she chooses Gold Level Data Protection. Once her provisioning has successfully completed, she will have a live web server protected by EMC Data Protection. In addition to the automated protections of the Gold Level service, EMC Data Protection also provides some Day 2 management actions. For instance, Annie can request an on-demand backup whenever she needs an immediate backup. Thanks for taking the time to learn about EMC Data Protection for the vCloud Automation Center.